For the exhibition, I took all of the pages from my notebook, which you can see is pretty small, and I just made it bigger and put one next to another, and they'll be displayed all side by side. So you can see how it came from this to this. And this one, for example, is talking about Slavas, the Slava rituals with the special bread and the žito and things like that.
You like žito, don't you?
I do. I eat it even when it's not a Slava.
Okay.
And this is from a trip to Vranje. I always make sure to visit all of the monasteries, and this is one that I read about for a long time but never went there. And this was my favorite fresco because often it's an old king, like from the Nemanjić family, that's shown with the church, but in this it's a very recent, it's from the 20th century.
Okay.
Of course, food. Always talking about food.
Yeah.
Grandma's house.
What do we have here?
These are Vranje specialties, some of them. For example, I had never had, please help me say this. This is a very hard word.
So it's like a trnjanica salata,
yes,
okay.
Yes, and it's made, it's special to the south of Serbia, and it's made with peppers and leeks. And this was also the first time I had Moravska salata in both Niš and Vranje, and it's one of my favorites. And then veal soup.
It's spicy, no?
Yeah, but I'm from the south of America, and in the south of America, we eat very spicy food. So it was like going back home.
Oh, great, great. Let's go.
Yeah. So this is a visit to a village near Valjevo, where I learned how the pig is traditionally prepared, and this is in every cellar. People have all of their preserves for the winter. I was so amazed by how many there were, but they explained that they go very quickly. You eat those up very fast.
Okay.
This is from a trip to Novi Sad. I showed the landmark, the cathedral, because for visitors it's good to know that when someone wants to meet you, they'll say, meet me at the cathedral, and you should go there. And my friends there explained that you always have to go through the passages because often it looks just like a normal doorway, but once you get through, there's a beautiful courtyard, lots of cafes, and I feel like all of the secrets of Novi Sad happen in those courtyards.
Does it remind you of something back at home?
The ironwork here reminds me very much of New Orleans. New Orleans has a lot of Spanish influence, and we have a lot of this beautiful wrought iron gates.
Okay.
Yeah. And we also have a lot of courtyards in New Orleans. So.
Great. Interview with the vampire, it's in New Orleans, isn't it? I think it is.
So, I'm not really up on TV right now.
Let's go.
These are scenes from Christmas. I went to the market the day before Christmas, so on January 5th, which was a big mistake because the lines were so long. Just every stand had people stretched out waiting for their last minute, meats and cheeses and the fruit and the nuts, and especially these branches of oak leaves, which are so important for the Serbian Christmas.
Yes, they are. Are this grandma?
These are just the women at the market who are selling. I'm sure they're someone's grandma.
Yeah.
I don't know whose grandma they are.
Okay.
And so yeah, those are a few of the ones that you'll see at the exhibit if you come. I have about 74 of these panels. And each one has 2, so in all 148. And I call them snippets because they're small little pieces of Serbian life, but I hope that when you see them all together, it'll make one whole story about how I've seen Serbia for the past 4 months. Dođite na izložbu, pozdrav za Telegraf.